What's good? What's poppin'? It's your girl Caroline. I'm back again with another wig install. So today we're going to be doing an install on this 5x5 closure wig from Incolors. This is how the wig was looking right out of the box. It did come pre-parted in a middle part, but the knots were not bleached and the hairline had like a minimal to average plucking. You could definitely go ahead and install the wig like this straight out of the box and get something that you could work with and be finessable. But you know, I'm always trying to give scalp, so I'm going to do some prep work before I install. So before bleaching the knots, I used some 20 volume developer and I applied that just right onto the knots. This helps kind of like soften them up, so it makes it a lot easier to bleach them. This is great to do, especially if like the knots on your wig are really large. Sometimes you need to, soften them up to help you get a more even, lifting of the color. Once I let that sit for about 30-ish minutes, I'm ready to go ahead and bleach my knots. So I'm using a mixture of a blue colored bleaching powder with 40 volume developer. I will link that down below, don't worry, to help lift the color, to give it like more of a scalp look and just kind of help it go from black to brown. I have a more detailed tutorial on how like I bleach my knots and all of that. This is more of kind of like a overview, so maybe more intermediate friendly, and just to give you some tips and tricks, I guess. But so I let that sit on my wig for probably 30-ish more minutes. I did add foil to kind of help it all process faster and more evenly. Once that's finished processing and the knots are looking nice and lifted, I'm going ahead and I'm just washing that out, and I'm making sure I'm washing it all out. And I'm going to use some purple shampoo to kind of help, help, what's the word? Cancel out the orange color, because your scalp is not orange, we're not Donald Trump, so like your scalp has to be more of a neutral brownish color. After I've washed out the shampoo and let everything get nice and clean, I go ahead and put the wig onto my mannequin head, and I'm plucking under a white towel. Plucking under something white just helps me see the knots a lot better. It's a tip I learned from Arrogant Tay. So I'm just going ahead and just plucking the hairline a bit to kind of give it more of a natural look, because even though it was lightly plucked, I felt like I really wanted to give, like I said, scalp, make it look very natural. So I gotta do some plucking, and I do have a very perfect, lovely, detailed tutorial if you want to understand how I kind of pluck my wigs, closures, whatever. Not gonna lie though, I did over pluck a little bit and I did over bleach a little bit, which happens, okay? No one's perfect. We make mistakes, and the great thing is that there's a way to fix these things. So I'll show you guys my little tips and tricks from whenever you make a little bit of mistakes, because I mean, what's life without a bit of mistakes, Now, before I go to install, the last step I am doing is I am using some foaming mousse, link down below as well, and I'm just using this to help shape the hair and kind of mold it. Doing this step before you actually install it really helps you like get the wig to be nice and flat, helps you have to do a whole lot less hot combing, and if you don't own a hot comb, this could be a great alternative. So I just make sure I saturate the whole head, part it the way I want to part it, and just brush it all out and let it set overnight. And I also let the hair air dry overnight. I think like letting it just dry without using a blow dryer works a lot better than adding more heat. But now this is the next day and our wig is ready to be installed. This is marketed as a HD lace, and I would say it's pretty HD to me. Like, it's not like the transparent HD. It was quite thin. It had like a light brown tint to it. But for me to get a perfect match, I still, like I do for all my wigs, no matter how HD it is, I went ahead and used my foundation and just buffed that into the lace to get a perfect skin tone match. And as you can see, she's a little over bleached, which is fine. It's okay. No big deal. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to, what's it called? I'm just going in with my, I'm sorry guys, I don't know why I keep saying what's it called. Bear with me. Sometimes English is my best thing. But I'm using my eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going into that to just kind of, clean up all the over bleached, over plucked space, because how would they know? Who has to know? So once I've done that, I'm ready to install the wig. I'm just going and cutting off the little thick lace that is at the end of your closures. If you know, make sure you cut those parts off. Do not install those parts. And once I've successfully cut that off, I'm going in and using my Ebon lace spray to help me spray down my lace. I do have a
little demo video explaining perfectly how to get like the best results with the ebon lace spray. For those of you who are probably beginners and have some you're struggling with it, definitely go ahead and check that out. But I'm just going ahead and spraying that into a nice even thin layer across my hairline, using my fingers to help spread the product across. It's not like all clumped up in one place. And once I have that nicely spread around, I'm going in with my blow dryer to just help everything melt and just set into my hairline. Like, I could barely see the lace. I was editing this video, I was like, I need to zoom in because I cannot see that lace, girl. She's disappearing. Like, chef kiss. Once the lace is nice and dry, I'm going in with this eyebrow razor to just go in and get a nice jagged cut onto the lace. I always find it better and it looks more natural whenever you use an eyebrow razor versus scissors to cut off the lace. It kind of just helps it like flush better into your skin. So to really ensure the lace is nice and melted, I'm going in with my elastic band and just letting that sit onto the lace while I go ahead and do some styling. This just really helps make sure everything is nice and melted and dry. Even though I've already, not melted, but like kind of flattened out the wig using the mousse, I'm going in my hot comb on a very high heat. Like, I literally had to buy this one from Amazon, link down below as well. This helps me really make sure I'm pressing out the hair and getting the flattest results as possible. But definitely a lot more easier to do because I did the whole mousse thing the night before. So I'm just going in before I go ahead and style the hair and cutting some layers. I am terrible at explaining how to cut layers because honestly, I don't even think I do it right. Like, I'm just winging it. But definitely y'all should just search up like, hairstyle videos, like hair tutorials on how to cut layers. I like to watch the Caucasian hairstylists cut Caucasian layers because I feel like, I don't know, there's just something about white girl layers. I don't know. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, those are the videos that I watch. I'm still getting better at my layer cutting skills, but just cut some layers. It just works. The curls just look better whenever you curl the layers. So I'm going in with my Chi Heat Protectant and Shine hairspray to kind of just help add shine and of course protect the hair. And now I'm going to be doing some flat iron curls. And I don't know, I just feel like flat iron curls are my favorite to do. The flat iron is my favorite hair tool because she's very versatile. And I feel like it's just easier for me. I'm still working on how to use actual curling wand. Like those, not curling wand, a curling iron with like the little clamp. Those are so hard. But flat iron curls are super easy once you like figure out how to do them. And in my opinion, they work best if you use a 1-inch flat iron, like the smaller ones, not like the tiny ones, but like a small standard one that has a curved mouth to it. So like you see this one I got it from Amazon as well, and it has like a bit of a round shape, which kind of really helps with the curls. While I am curling the hair, I'll just have like a quick little, rant chit chat thing. If you don't care to watch my rant, you can, fast forward like about a minute, 2-ish. But if you just want to listen to me talk quickly about some things kind of interesting, then you can just sit down and listen. Now, I know as a beginner, guys, all these little like extra steps, plucking and pre softening the knots and all of that seem like a lot and can be very overwhelming, especially if it's like your first time trying to install a wig. And I know you're asking yourself like, dang, do I have to do all these steps? Like, I'm just trying to wear my wig and slace this. Like, this is a lot. And my answer in short is no, you really don't. Like, for example, this wig itself, I could have just worn it the way it was right out of the box and with some finessing, make it work. And that's how I kind of wore my wigs whenever I first started wearing them. Like, I wasn't doing all this when I first started wearing wigs. Like, I could barely pluck. Like, trust me, I could barely glue my wig down. Like, one thing my parents always say, anything worth doing is worth doing well. So whenever I do install my wigs, like even from the beginning, I always was trying and researching and figuring out ways to get better. But seriously, at the end of the day, y'all, a lace is still a lace and a wig is still a wig. Like, you know, it's still not really scalp at the end of the day. So like, sweetie, it's not that deep. Really just do the best you can and just don't look crazy. That's really it. Or okay, if you really just want to look slayed 100%, but you don't feel like putting in all that extra time and effort or stress, then you can pay a professional, or you can invest that money and get really quality. Like, I don't mean your best Shein, your best AliExpress wig, like quality pre-made wigs that have like everything done for you, where they really just install and go. But those cost a lot. It's all about what you put in. Either you're putting in the time or the money. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And yeah, let's get back to this tutorial. was done curling in the hair, I'm adding some of this holding spray. It's a light holding spray from Pink, so it has that like luster shine that's going to add to it. It also helps hold the curls so they don't fall that fast and last longer. And I'm going in with a wide tooth comb to just comb out the curls first. I like to comb them out before I brush them to kind of see how I like them. And then I always end up wanting them to be much more looser and more of a flowy, wavy look. But I like to comb them out first to see if I'm going to like the look. Once I've combed them out, I took off my elastic band. At first, I was going for a no baby hair at all look because I wanted a very, like, you know, simplistic look. That's kind of like what I like. It was cute, but I'm a baby hair girl. I like baby hairs. I like what I like. So if this is kind of your vibe, go ahead and do hair, I would say. Because I didn't end up cutting the hairs that I pulled out. I just went ahead and did a large swoop. So I guess more of an edge because not actual baby hairs. So this is something you can do if you're someone who doesn't like having actual baby hairs but want to add a little bit of that drama, you know? So that's what I did. I used my Ego Styler and I just went ahead and, you know, swooped the little long piece and boom, bam. That was basically it. I did go in again and add some concealer in my part, which I didn't show on camera, unfortunately, to kind of help clean everything up and make it look nice and poppin'. And I used that same eyeliner pencil to kind of clean up the hair some more. But that was pretty much it for this look. It was super cute. I was not expecting to like it as much as this. Like, wow, this looks really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope what I had to say was informative, helpful, or just something nice to watch. And I really just appreciate you guys watching my videos and supporting me. I hope to see you in another one. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you're checking out the description box if you have like any questions with products or the specs on this hair. And if you just want to have a conversation or just have questions, always, you know, the comment section. And yeah, follow me on my socials. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Have a lovely, wonderful day or night.
Like I died, I don't need fucking with you, but like, yeah.